G'day, how are ya? Away the lads! Newcastle just won first trophy in 70 bloody years. Great game, no worries. So I'm wearing my Newcastle outfit and I'm gonna make some Guinness soda bread, because we had a little party last night and it all got eaten up, taken away. Let me just show you what I've got here to make it with. Yeah. See, I've got whole wheat, two types of flour. Most of it's going to be whole wheat flour. Got a bit of tarragon, because I always use tarragon. A bit of butter, Irish butter, 50 grams of that. And low fat buttermilk. Oh, and I'm missing something. What am I missing? Obviously, I've got a choice of Guinnesses. I've either got the low fat, zero alcohol Guinness, or the normal Guinness. Both are magic. This one's got great flavour. So I'm actually going to use this one. I used that last night. Okay, so I shall get things prepared and then come back in a minute. And why don't you get on the telly in the meanwhile and see the repeat of Newcastle beating Liverpool, the best team in England, second best in Europe, and done like a dog's dinner by Newcastle United. Yay! Okay, the hardest part of this menu, recipe, is we're using a loaf pan, and we're going to use parchment paper, and we've got to make the parchment paper fit in the loaf pan. It's a pain in the rear end, so I'm going to do it first and then come back and show you how it works. Okay, this is done. Took a while, but it's done. Now, I'll start weighing things out. Have a look at the recipe while I do this. Okay, one big bowl, nothing in it, just a sieve. So, first of all, we get a teaspoon flattened baking powder. Baking soda, not baking powder. Half a heaped teaspoon. I don't like to use a lot of salt, so I use half a heaped teaspoon. Keep it heaped-ish. Oops. Yeah. Spilled a bit on the ground there, so I'll have a bit more. Should throw some over my shoulder. Then I'm just going to get some tarragon. I'll show you how much I put in. I just like tarragon. I mean, it has a bit of a licorice flavour to it. See, just that much. And I'm going to grind that up, put that in here. Okay, I'll put the tarragon on afterwards. Now, 150 grams of white flour. This has more gluten in than what they've got in Ireland. And it has to be sieved. You have to weigh things. Don't just do it by eye, because that ain't gonna work. Okay. That's enough. I'll sieve that. Okay, next I'm going to add the tarragon, comme ça. So obviously I've ground up. You don't have to use tarragon if you don't want, but it makes a difference, I think. Now I'm going to use 8 grams of sugar. I don't normally put sugar in stuff, but I did it last time and it seemed to work out okay, so I'll do it again. But not much. Okay, that's 8 grams. And now I'm going to use the wholemeal flour. 350 grams of this. That makes 500 grams altogether. $155. Hope we've got enough. $310. I think we'll have enough. 2, 3, 4. I'll do this by hand. And okay, that's 350 bang on. Okay, next is the butter. I'm using Kerrygold, and I'm putting it into here. The reason for that is I'm going to melt this in the microwave. And I'm going to fill it up 3/4 of a cup, half a cup, something like that, with the buttermilk. This is low fat, not recommended, but this has got fat in it, so there you go. I'm only putting 31 grams in, that's that much, because I put in 50 and it looked like too much. I could be wrong. Just yesterday seemed to be different. Anyway, I'm now going to put this in the microwave, and okay, the butter is melted. 50 mils. Should be 50 grams, but it looked like it was more than 50 grams on my way on my scales. Anyway, so now the oven is already heated up. What I'm going to do now is to add some buttermilk. About there. Stir it up with a fork. Or whatever. Okay. I don't know how much buttermilk I put in. It wasn't weighing it because you don't really need to. You go by feel. Okay, so this is the important part. Here's all my flour and everything else in here. So both types of flour, salt, baking powder, a little bit of tarragon, and a little bit of sugar. So this is the important part. What you have to do is to pick it up like this. Stir it all around with your hand and pick it right up. Get air into it. Comme ça. Okay, now you can see this is actually separated, so I don't know what they were on about. However, I'm going to swirl it around a little bit before I add it to the rest of the stuff. So, a can of Guinness Zero, whey in it. Now, it's probably going to splurge everywhere, so I might have to weigh it again. Lovely, got a great flavour. Okay, that's subsided a bit. Let's reweigh it. Okay, I need a spoon, make a well. I want to put 175 mils in here. Oh, that was 190. Too bad. Well, I'm going to take a scoop out. How am I going to do that? Aha, hold on. Let me think. Let's take a little bit out. I don't think it really matters. So that was about 10 grams. There you go. Rightio, whatever. That's about done. Okay, and now I'm going to put some more of this in. I should have weighed it. Forgot. Never mind. I'm going to weigh it now though. It's a consistency that you're after more than anything else. So you stir in the middle and let me bring this up so you can see it. Okay. It's got such a high volume of the wholemeal flour, that it gets a little bit hard to do. Okay, I'm going to come back. I need 2 hands. I'm going to come back in a minute. I wanted to show you something. So, I don't know whether you can see this, but there's these little butter globules on the side. I put the butter in. If you look in the thing here, you can see that the butter's got little globules in it, which is actually what you want. A bit hard to see. Anyway, so that kind of works out pretty good. Okay, here's the mixture. Now it's too fluid. I put too much stuff in it. Too much Guinness. Anyway, I think it's crucial that you have at least 350, if not more, of the wholemeal flour. I tried putting some more normal flour in. It doesn't quite do the job. So this isn't going to work out quite as well as yesterday's, but there you go. Just add the liquid a little bit at a time, don't just bung it in like I did. So now I'm going to take this out, put it onto there, try and roll it up into some sort of log, and then bung it in there. Let's see. Here goes nothing. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more liquid than yesterday. Not going to make a very good log. And there we are. Put that over there. Put a little spatula out. Okay, and the half part. So I don't want to use my fingers if I can. So dust it all over. Getting close to the edge there. Oh, look at that. Right, mucky. Okay, something's kind of happening. Okay, now I'm going to have to use my fingers. And bash it into some sort of shape. That's kind of a log shape. You probably can't see it, but it is. Okay, let's get it off the ground. And into the dish. Beautiful. Just like a glove. Definitely decidedly wet. Okay, now, one thing you've got to do is make a furrow down the middle. Here's the beastie here. A nice deep furrow. Okay, now we'll bung it in the oven. Okay, it's in the oven. Put it on 42. And I'll take a look at it then. Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, I cooked it for a little longer than normal, and I ended up by doing it for 50 minutes and then 7 minutes and 7 minutes, and I tested it using this, which is actually a thermometer. It was coming out sticky on the end, like, you know. Got to come out clean, and it's now, the hottest temperature looks to be about 204 around the edge, which is good. It's a little bit cooler than that in the middle, around about 196 or something, which is okay, but I think it's going to be done too much on the top. Anyway, so I'm going to take it out, I'm going to flip it out. So I'm going to first of all move this around there. You can see. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So out it comes. It's risen quite nicely. It's pretty good at the top. And slide it down. I'm actually going to just leave it like that, I think, for a few minutes, maybe 3 minutes, and I'm going to flip it out, and I'm going to cover it with a tea towel. The reason for that is you want the steam to be trapped so it doesn't get too crusty on the outside, unless you like crusty outsides, but I don't. Okay, it's Guinness time. And that bread smells lovely. So, I need a bit more practice of this. Okay, while the Guinness is settling down, let's put that over there. Chess. It's all about chess. What about it? The cranium on this, as we say in the hash. Okay, let's see how this turns out. Just flip it over. Comme ça. Oh, nice fat on that. I'm going to leave it upside down. Put a tea towel over the top. Here's to Newcastle and St. Patrick. Cheers. Well, here's the bread now. Leslie got into it before I could, but it's rather nice. Well, works out a treat. Give it a go.